The only 4 things men want from women, but 80% women never do. Older men don't want to be impressed, they just want to exhale. What they truly want is simple, yet most women can't give it. Many women think men over 60 still crave attention, admiration, or that spark of excitement they had in their 30s. They think older men want to be flattered, entertained, or made to feel young again. But that's not it. After 60, a man doesn't need you to do anything. He needs you to be someone he can finally rest with. He needs a woman who doesn't ask him to keep pretending he's still climbing mountains when all he wants is to sit at the top and breathe. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In today's video, I'm going to share the 4 things every man over 60 quietly longs for in a relationship. The emotional needs of older men that rarely get spoken out loud. If you're a woman seeking to understand the mature male heart, or a man who's never had the words to explain what you feel, this is for you. But before we begin, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. If you're here for real talk about love, dating, and relationships after 60, the kind of wisdom that cuts through the noise, you're in the right place. Let's walk this road together. Now, let's start with the first thing, the one every man craves more than love itself. Number 1. Peace, not performance. For decades, a man spends his life building, proving, fixing, and striving. He's been the provider, the protector, the problem solver. He's carried weight, some of it real, some of it imagined, and by the time he hits 60, he's exhausted. Not physically tired, emotionally worn. And what he wants more than anything at this stage is not another challenge, not another arena, not another place where he has to prove his worth. He wants sanctuary. Now, let me be clear. Masculine peace isn't passivity. It's not laziness or giving up. It's something much deeper. It's the relief of being accepted without having to perform. It's the freedom to sit in silence without someone filling it with demands, questions, or tests. Men over 60 don't want fireworks anymore. We've seen enough explosions. What we want is a woman who can sit beside us in the stillness and not turn every quiet moment into an evaluation. I remember my old friend Martin, sharp guy, ran his own business for 30 years. After his divorce, he started dating again in his early 60s. One evening over coffee, he told me something I'll never forget. He said, "Vernon, I don't need her to make me feel young. I need her to make me feel safe to be old." That hit me, because that's what most women misunderstand. They think older men want energy, adventure, or someone to rewind the clock. But what men really want after 60 is someone who doesn't make them feel like they're still on trial. And trust me, a peaceful woman doesn't quiet a man. She reminds him of the silence he forgot he carried within. She doesn't need him to entertain her, dazzle her, or keep up appearances. She meets him where he is, and in her presence, he doesn't have to be anything other than himself. Tired, thoughtful, and finally free. As the poet Rumi once said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray." And what a man over 60 really loves is peace. Have you ever been with someone who made you feel like you could finally stop performing? Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your story might be the permission someone else needs to stop pretending. Now, peace alone isn't enough, because a man also needs to know his story. Even the painful parts won't scare her away. Number 2, respect for his scars. By the time a man reaches this age, his heart carries marks from failure, loss, betrayal, regret. He's been divorced, maybe twice. He's lost people he loved. He's made mistakes that cost him years. And those scars don't just sit on the surface. They shape how he loves, how he trusts, and how he lets people in. But here's the thing. He doesn't need those scars erased. He just wants them respected. This is one of the deepest emotional needs of older men, and one of the least understood. Most women, when they see a man's pain, want to fix it. They want to talk it out, therapize it, or convince him it wasn't that bad. And I get it. That comes from a place of love. But to a man, it feels like dismissal. What he needs isn't someone to heal him. What he needs is someone who can sit beside his pain without flinching and say, "I see what you've been through, and I'm still here." Respect for his scars means seeing his vulnerability as proof of survival, not weakness. It means honoring the battles he's fought, even the ones he lost. It means understanding that his silence isn't rejection, it's protection. And when a woman can hold space for that, without judgment, something profound happens. He stops hiding. I think about my own life. I've had relationships that didn't make it. I've made choices I'm not proud of. And for years, I carried that shame like a stone in my chest. But the women I've loved most weren't the ones who tried to tell me I was perfect. They were the ones who looked at my scars and said, "Those are part of you, and I respect the man they made." That's respect in love after 60. It's not worship, it's recognition. The philosopher Viktor Frankl once said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." And I'd add this: when a woman respects a man's scars, she gives him permission to become someone new, not in spite of his past, but because of it. And when a man feels his pain is safe with you, he'll stop hiding behind pride and start seeking something even deeper. Number 3, companionship without competition. At this age, men don't want to compete anymore, not with egos, not with opinions, not with the constant need to be right. We've spent a lifetime in competition, at work, in the world, even in our own homes. And by 60, we're done. Ralph Waldo Emerson put it beautifully. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, nor the kindly smile, but the spiritual inspiration that comes when you discover that someone else believes in you and is willing to trust you with a friendship. That's the essence of mature love and what older men crave most. Partnership, not a power struggle. We want a woman who walks beside us, not ahead, not behind, but with us. Someone who doesn't turn every conversation into a debate or every decision into a battle of wills. Someone who understands that companionship, not competition, is the foundation of mature love. Healthy companionship after 60 is built on emotional equality, not dominance, but harmony. It's choosing laughter over debates, eye contact over arguments, silence over noise. Let me tell you about Martin again. Same guy I mentioned earlier. A few years after his divorce, he met a woman named Claire. She wasn't flashy. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. But when they were together, there was this ease, this rhythm. One day I asked him what made her different. He said, "She doesn't compete with me, Vernon. She completes the moment." That's it. When a woman can rest beside a man without needing to outshine him, challenge him, or correct him, at every turn he finally feels seen. Not challenged, not tested, just seen. And that's rare. Because in our culture, we've been taught that strong women need to assert themselves. And yes, strength matters. But strength in a relationship after 60 isn't about who wins the argument. It's about who can let the argument go and still hold hands at the end of the day. That's what older men are. looking for someone who believes in the relationship more than being right. If this message resonates, share this video with a friend, a partner, or a group. Let's wake up more people to what real companionship looks like, especially for men who've been silent too long. But even harmony needs direction. And that leads to the final thing men crave most: something that gives love purpose. Number 4. Shared purpose. Here's something most people get wrong about love after 60. They think it's about winding down. But the truth is, it's about waking up to what actually matters. A man after 60 isn't interested in endless romance for the sake of keeping busy or feeling relevant. He's looking for something that outlasts both of you. He wants to build something that means something, even if no one else notices. And he wants a woman who's hungry for that too. Not a woman who's just along for the ride, but a woman who's steering toward the same destination. If all you're offering is companionship, coffee dates, and comfortable routines, that's fine, but it won't ignite a man's soul. What ignites him at 60 is knowing that the woman beside him isn't just filling time. She's co-creating a life that stands for something. Maybe it's raising grandchildren with intention. Maybe it's building a business, serving a cause, nurturing faith, or simply living in a way that reflects the values you both fought your whole lives to understand. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you're doing it together, with direction, not just drifting. Pleasure fades, but purpose keeps a man alive. Sex becomes less frequent. Energy dips. The body slows. But a man who wakes up every morning knowing he and his partner are moving towards something meaningful, that man doesn't feel old, he feels necessary. And that's the secret of lasting love in later life. It's not about chasing excitement or rekindling youth, it's about finding shared meaning in ordinary days. The couples who thrive after 60 aren't the ones chasing adventure. They're the ones who build quiet rituals of purpose-giving, creating, teaching, growing. Because shared purpose transforms love from something you consume into something you contribute. It turns simple mornings into something sacred. It makes you feel less like you're escaping life together and more like you're walking a shared path that only the two of you understand. And when a woman gets that, when she shows up not just with affection, but with intention, a man doesn't just love her, he honors her. He protects that connection like it's the last real thing he has. The writer Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said it perfectly. Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. And I'll add this, at 60, gazing at each other is nice, but looking outward together is what makes love worth living for. So before you leave, save this video, bookmark it, come back to it when you forget what love is supposed to feel like in the second half of life, because this is it. Not fireworks, not fantasy, just two people building something that matters more than themselves. Now, when a woman truly understands these 4 needs, peace, respect, companionship, and shared purpose, she stops trying to impress a man and starts becoming unforgettable. If you've watched this far, you now understand the 4 deep truths about what men over 60 truly seek. Not excitement, but peace, with meaning, not passion for its own sake, but emotional connection in later life that actually lasts. Men over 60 don't want perfection. We don't want someone to fix us, flatter us, or make us feel 25 again. What we want is peace, respect, companionship, and shared purpose. After 60, love isn't a performance. It's a place to rest. And when both people find peace in each other's presence, the relationship stops being a story of survival and becomes a home for 2 souls that have finally grown quiet enough to listen. In the words of Maya Angelou, love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. And after 60, love doesn't need to jump anymore. It just needs to land. So, here's my final question for you. Have you ever met someone who gave you peace instead of pressure? Share your story in the comments. Your reflection might remind someone else what real love actually feels like. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights on emotional maturity, masculine vulnerability after 60, and timeless relationship advice for seniors navigating love, dating, and companionship in the later chapters of life. And I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching till now, and see you in the next one.